Bargain Florgan men, you Gunarblan enablers. This is the Cobb Brothers podcast.
What?
Just tack it Dukaki. Bikagen Dukish.
Meven Abenloven. Stephen
Stick
Given.
Bagish Gibbon.
We both almost said
Yeah,
Steven.
the episode 142. Oscar?
What is happening? What is going on?
Inu Abu
Yes,
Abu.
it's episode 142. How are you doing?
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I think you might have had a stroke.
Ik pay Attenley.
Buckley in the Agby.
Lavoriamo al buio per sapere le luci. Niente avremo tutto per Basio. Tu mangi la balena. Shout out to all my Italian speakers out there.
I need
Anyways,
Mayama Brian.
I'm Cyrus, joined by my friends and co-hosts, Brandon.
that's me, the guy.
Well, that's me.
That's also him.
You guys can fight to be Brandon. Then there's also Colton.
That's me.
That's him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Oscar.
I want to go home, man. I won't be here, man.
That's a really good Oscar impression.
I don't know what's going on. That's me, though. Wait. No, it's me.
Honestly,
I thought you were him.
whoever was talking about my name, like they sounded just like me. Like they sounded
point.
just like Colton, and then I did that spot on Brandon impression.
It's episode 142. We're losing our minds already.
All right. This
This is why we don't record podcasts at 10:30 at night.
Yeah. And it's going to be a rapid
That's
fire
what o'clock
episode.
at night.
No. On the opposite, this is why we should start recording the podcast at this time.
Valid. Because we're all just absolutely broken, except for Oscar,
You
who's
all-
going to be
you
broken
all
once
are
we're done with him.
You'll.
No, please.
You'll cowards.
You'll. No, Cyrus, we can't say his. We can't stand his work now, Cyrus. Remember.
Okay. We'll just say Yule. And
There you
pretend
go.
that we came up with
Carol?
it. Yep. You will tide Carol. Don now the gay apparel.
Hey.
Da-da.
No, Don we now
I
are
don't know.
gay apparel.
Dude, I don't listen to Christmas songs that much, dude. That's kind of weird.
Well, I'm like 100% white. I love them.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Objection!
Oh,
I have
Well,
a simple one to start off with, like I normally
Let's hear
talk with. You all know F1, right?
I'm aware.
Max
You would
Verstappen.
You would not know the shocking results of today's, or it wasn't today, but this weekend's F1 race. The
Let me guess. Max Verstappen won.
Shanghai Grand Prix. Yeah. Funny enough, it was another two Red Bulls on the pole. It was Max Verstappen, and then Sergio Perez got third. But yeah, the whole track was being drenched the whole race. It was like super fucking rainy. It was super sunny for the sprints and the qualifying and everything. And the actual race showed up and they got downpoured on.
Ooh.
My favorite part about watching it was in the background, you could sometimes see a couple of apartment complexes that looked exactly the same and none else of Shanghai. Like it's not in the city at all. It's on some track built somewhere near outside the city.
Oh my gosh.
The only buildings you can see are some apartment complexes that are 8 of the same building.
Yeah, sounds about right. They like to copy and paste those buildings.
It's efficient.
If it works.
One of the drivers, Yuki Tsunoda, I'm pretty sure it was. He's Chinese. He's a Chinese racer, and it was one of the first times that they've done the Chinese Grand Prix again. And so it's good for him to be back home. But unfortunately, he crashed.
Oh.
Yeah, anything you see that's like inside China is going to be staged. Like they do not let any video out of China that's not like staged.
Tsunoda is the Japanese racer.
Well, no, but you were talking about the race in China.
Yeah, but at the end there was a racer that Zhao Guanyu. That was it. Yeah, not Yuki Tsunoda. Zhao Guanyu. I'm pretty sure
Did he pass away?
No. I think he crashed today. He was fine, but it was a wet race, and he was one of the cars that spun out.
Crashed today sounds so close to passed away.
The likelihood of somebody dying in an F1 race, even in this day and age, is pretty slim. Like there was a guy that crashed into a barricade and his car literally exploded, and he got out and walked away.
What's the name of that bar that goes over the back of their head on their cars?
The Hans device.
That's what keeps their head to the headrest. right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
collar that goes around their neck that keeps their neck stationary. So in the event of a wreck, your head doesn't bounce all over the place.
But they also have this bar that goes onto like this seat or like the frame of the car, and it basically prevents from like rollovers and cars slamming on top of F1 drivers' heads. I forget what it's called.
The roll cage.
But I saw a picture where there was an F1 car on top of another driver, and it was sitting on top of that bar. If that bar wasn't there, it would have, crushed one of the drivers. Beautiful
They
devices.
have like crazy roll bars and stuff like that in those cars.
Well, on the newer F1 cars, those where it has like that loop around the top and then connects on the front, that wasn't there until like 3 or 4 years ago. They still ran with the open things on it, but the cars were still designed that their head was just low enough and there was just enough pieces of solid metal that if it did flip, their head wouldn't hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like even without that, like it's wild the engineering that goes into an F1 car.
Hans devices weren't required until Jeff Gordon put Dale Earnhardt into the wall.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jeff.
Well, no, because they weren't invented until after that. Because it was
No,
they
they weren't required.
yeah, it would exist and there was things of it, but they weren't mass produced.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. But
Like,
after
they were trying to implement them, but drivers were saying no, they didn't want to wear them and stuff. And then after Dale Earnhardt died, they're like, you have to wear these.
there has not been a single person that has died in a NASCAR race since Dale Earnhardt. So
Yep,
that
and I literally
it
saw
goes to
Rex-
show how goes to show how fucking good of a device it is. For if you're a person driving 200 miles an hour, you need to keep your spine straight. Because if you're
literally
rolling,
saw
your tail
Fun
wind
fact.
needs
the
to
other
stay
day,
still.
that was the exact same wreck that killed Jeff or Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, because if you've ever seen the crash of Dale Earnhardt, it wasn't a brutal crash at all. Like
He just got
was-
pitted into the wall.
he spun out and he crashed into the wall and he fucking whiplashed into his steering wheel.
Think about watching it on
Damn,
TV and you see something so normal, like one of those crashes, and then it was that press conference afterwards where they came out and said that Dale Earnhardt had passed away. Shocking.
Everybody was like, what?
There was no live Twitter feed. It was everybody watched the race, went, oh, that was kind of weird. All right.
You know, you only knew it happened if you were watching it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jeff Gordon, man.
Yep.
Fucking
What
it
a
up.
guy. Oh, my God.
Is it true that like his dad kind of like bought his way into NASCAR?
Yes.
Oh my.
There's honestly
so
a
bad of him,
lot of
man.
motorsport. There's a lot of drivers that are like that. That they're only drivers there because their daddy owned the sport since they learned how to drive.
I mean, I guess. What about Danica Patrick?
She's just a
Danica
terrible
Patrick's not a
driver all
bad
around.
driver.
In
Is she still
NASCAR,
racing?
in NASCAR, yes, she
I don't
was
think so.
horrible.
She just,
As a general driver, she's not bad.
she's elite because she made it to the NASCAR.
Exactly.
She did IndyCar and stuff before
Mhm.
that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
I like to think of Danica Patrick as like a bench player in the NFL. You're really good at what you do, but there's also a bunch of other people that are also really good. It's hard to
Yeah.
win. She podiumed
But-
like right around.
Yeah,
her
she
peak.
podiumed a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Does she still race or no?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I know she dated Aaron
know-
Rodgers.
I know the kid from Malcolm in the Middle races NASCAR now. Or does he? No, he's doing F1.
Frankie Muniz.
No, he's NASCAR.
NASCAR, okay. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember if he was NASCAR or...
He's very good too.
Which
yes.
one? The small one,
Malcolm.
Dewey?
No, Malcolm
Malcolm.
himself.
Frankie Muniz? Right?
Yes.
That's his name. Yeah,
yeah, that's his name. He does not remember being on Malcolm in the Middle.
Well, yeah, I've heard that story. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He remembers
Because,
nothing about it.
because of Brian, what's his name? That fucking actor just beating the shit out of him every day, allegedly.
No, he's had numerous concussions from like different activities
I hope he remembers Agent Cody Banks. That shit was lit.
because he's into pretty extreme sports.
Brain spouts.
I like Oscar's theory of it was just Bryan Cranston method
Beating
acting
the shit out of him.
Bryan Cranston was method acting his way to be preparing to become Walter White.
He was trying to get Frankie Muniz into Walt Jr.'s role. Have him play
No,
Flynn.
no. Could you imagine Breaking
You
Bad?
get him to be Jesse.
Yeah, I was about to say. Try to imagine Frankie Muniz playing Jesse.
Oh my god, dude!
That'd be great.
In the latest season of It's Always Sunny, there's an episode where they go to their liquor signing. I forget, is it like a whiskey that Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul have now? It's some sort of alcohol.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody remembers.
Gin. Everybody does gin.
Celebrity alcohol, right? And they go to Philadelphia, so they decide to show up to one of their signings to like portray their talent to them or whatever. They can't figure out who they are, so they keep saying Malcolm and his dad to Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston. Like they don't bring up Breaking Bad at all. They just say Malcolm and his dad the whole time. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, Malcolm and his dad.
Malcolm and his dad.
I mean, I haven't seen him much since like Malcolm in the Middle and like all those like Cody Banks stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Up until recently, like I said, like he was racing, but I don't know what else he did, or if he even like did anything. You know what I mean?
I'm looking up his like filmography right now. He was in the Harley Quinn show. He apparently played himself.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it
What?
just says himself voice. He was
Yeah,
in.
That's
he played
fucking
an animated
crazy.
version of himself.
He's in
That's
Sharknado 3.
insane. What?
Yeah, he plays Lucas Stevens.
Lucas, I've never even seen any of the Sharknadoes, so.
His newest movie is called Renner. That comes out this year at some point. It says.
Jeremy Renner?
I don't think so. It says he plays the character Renner, so he might be the lead.
Renfield?
Mm-hmm. He's not in a lot of movies these days. He takes NASCAR very seriously.
Fuck yeah, it's NASCAR, dude.
He's pretty good. Let's see. In the calendar year 2024, he has a 9th place finish.
Oh, damn, all right.
Yeah, go him.
Top 10.
Last year, he finished 4th in Rhett Jones Racing. Whatever that means. I don't know how to read these graphs.
Well, I can't read.
Jimmy Garofalo?
Mm-hmm. Jimmy
Nice.
Garofalo. He wasn't so pretty. I'd hate him more.
Like Brock Purdy. Hey.
He's pretty good.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Apparently
Brock Lesnar.
I found this website called Driver Database, and I found Frankie Muniz's kind of stats.
Mm-hmm.
He
I thought you
started
said
in
driver
70,
dads.
He started in 76 races and has entered 77. So he's only missed one race that he's entered in.
He's
His
only gotten
podium
taken out in one.
His podium percentage is 5.3. So out of
That's
70,
not bad.
yeah, out of 76 races, that's decent. Recent
He's-
results, he got 9th at Talladega
Baller.
on April 24th.
Nice.
Last year?
Got April 19th, 2024.
Okay. I was like, it's the 22nd.
Just recently, yeah. Just a couple days ago, he got 9th place at Talladega. At Daytona, he did not finish. Phoenix,
Ooh.
he got 30th. But at Toledo, Ohio, he got 8th. And then the 2 races before that, he also did not finish. So he must have been caught up in a wreck. But if he doesn't get caught up in wrecks, he places decent 9, 8, and 30 with 3 DNFs.
Hey, right on, man.
TNF. Dumb
Man,
as
you must
fuck.
really like racing like that. Or just racing in general.
What do you think?
Your racing debut, Oscar?
It happened already. It didn't work out.
Oh.
I was in endurance, and then it only lasted about 1 minute, and then I was out.
I'm an endurance racer. I made it the first mile and went, ooh, there's a McDonald's over there.
Yeah.
Ooh, piece of candy.
You? No.
We should build a soapbox, like a Cabro's soapbox.
Derby?
Yeah. Fucking go down.
Have our
Shenandoah.
own soapbox derby.
We could.
They do the race in Portland every year.
Imagine we do our own soapbox cars and David just shows up in the Mustang, not being able to run on its own, but it's a downhill so it can just fucking roll.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it would fit the rules for a soapbox derby.
We should
It
just-
might be a
rules
little
for a
big.
soapbox derby. It's a little bit big, but it rolls and it doesn't have any brakes.
I think there's weight limits. That would be the killer. I would have built
Well,
a
then
soapbox.
I'll go onto Amazon and buy a piece of tungsten that is equal to the weight of his Mustang, and I'll just put 4 Hot Wheels on it.
Perfect.
like on the edges of it.
Yeah, that'll do it. A Lego wheel too that you can just stick in the sides.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll teach him.
Mm-hmm. We have enough leftover drywall. We could we could patch something together.
All right, you hear it here first. Cabro's making a soapbox car.
Remember all those other things we said we were gonna do? That we're also gonna do that.
Dude, it's in the process. It's in process already. Don't worry about it.
Did I tell y'all what I did in these last couple weeks that you should be really jealous of?
Produced the movie.
Yeah, produce the movie. I wish. That's on hiatus.
easy.
It's done.
That's on hiatus until we get some more free time to be able to do it.
So people's children aren't, newborns.
Yeah, that's true. We were busy, being adults last year. Continuing into this year. No, I
We came up with that idea as Ellie was coming out of diapers, and then 2 kids were born, and I was like, "Oh boy!"
Here we go. Like shortly after, you guys heard Cyrus was making a movie, and you're like, we don't stand for this.
I'm not gonna stand for this. Sits down.
Sits down and listens. 'Cause he's
Crawls around even. No,
Crawls around you.
I gotta shake Bryant's hand. Like I gotta actually meet our super fan.
Oh yes.
And nobody
yes.
else got to.
The first
Did you sign an
fan
autograph for him?
What's up?
Did you sleep with him?
Did either of you sign an autograph for our biggest fan?
I gave him some
Or
magnets.
sleep with him?
Y'all went all the way to LA to meet our biggest fan.
Yeah.
No other reason. And
No
you didn't even
other reason.
sign an autograph for him?
Or sleep
You get a
with him?
magnet.
To be fair, he didn't ask, so
So it's on
That's
him,
great.
really.
we watched
You gotta stay
WrestleMania
humble.
together, so that I got that going.
Who, George Kittle was there. Did you see him?
No,
What?
Yeah. George Kittle was there.
did he have a
Why
mask
is
on?
he everywhere?
George Kittle loves wrestling, and it's the offseason of the NFL, so obviously he was like, yeah.
Yo,
I had to be WrestleMania, man.
He showed up in week 1 on the first game of San Francisco's in a luchador mask. That's why I had that gamer picture for a little bit. That's how he showed up for game 1.
My God. George Kittle, actual legend.
I think tight ends are just a different breed. Like quarterbacks have to be professionals, wide receivers are divas, running backs are like cryptic as fuck. Tight ends are just the goofiest, funniest people on the planet.
And then there's
Ends are
Travis
tight.
Kelce.
But yeah, and then there's Aaron Hernandez.
Oh my.
And then there's Jake Paul.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, Aaron Hernandez. Is it your favorite
Who's
player?
There's
Oscar?
Bigelow.
Aaron Hernandez is the Patriots tight end that killed 3 people.
Oh.
Allegedly. One of them was thrown out.
Kevin Spacey.
Sorry, he legally killed 2 people, and he was acquitted of one of them.
Okay, I think I remember him now.
He's the guy that offed himself in prison after he
Yep.
got the acquittal. That Netflix.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein.
Nope.
No, he did it. If there's a whole Netflix documentary about him, it's like 5 episodes. It's really good, and basically they believe that he did it because the Patriots would have to pay the rest of his salary if he was acquitted for one of the murders, and he was trying to get like a mistrial while he was appealing the others.
Interesting.
He wanted the money to go to his estate, but that ended up not happening. So he did it for nothing.
God damn it, nerd.
Yep. That documentary was wild because I didn't even know the owner of the Patriots was in the courtroom as a witness. Like they had him up on stand and shit like that.
Football, man. What does it do?
It do
Murder?
be doing.
It's Scooby Dooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little weird brain teaser for you guys.
Ooh,
That I thought
I
of the
love
other day.
these.
Okay, right?
Brain edging?
So, no,
You say brain edging?
no, not brain edging.
You said teaser.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I didn't say what you said.
Can we call them that now, brain edgers?
Oh,
The cranium gooners. Let's go.
We have to
Brain
trademark that
gooners.
before anyone else says it. That's the title of the video, the Cobra's Brain Edge.
Oh man.
All right, I dig it. Anyways,
It's,
so I forgot what I was watching the other day. I think it was like some like court, like family court thing. I don't know what it was, but they brought up an interesting, a weird like concept. I was watching King of the Hill. That's what it was. That's right. I was watching King of the Hill.
bro, I
and
thought
it
you were
was-
talking about something real.
no. It was King of the Hill, okay? And it was like an episode about Luann's mom coming back and like fucking everything up. And they were talking about how the love between a niece and an aunt is second to like a twin sister or twin brothers, right? But then they said that a niece and an aunt attached at the head is a stronger love. And then they got me thinking, how does that work? How do you get to being niece and aunt to get at the same attached at the head? You know what I mean? Who is your like? Would that be like your dad's?
Incest.
Yes, I'm saying about like what is it? How do you? I'm trying to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. It was bothering me.
I don't know what you're asking, honestly.
So you're asking. He's wanting to know how somebody could be a twin to their aunts and conjoined to them at the same time. So they'd basically be a sister and an aunt. So it would have to be either your father or your mother is also your sibling.
Or your dad's sibling.
Let me draw this tree out real quick.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to draw it
You
on
have
my
to be
head, and
your
I can't get it.
Dad's
I can
sibling.
draw it out pretty easy.
I still don't
Hold
know
on.
what's being asked, but it's making me think of like how you can be your own grandpa. You know what I mean? Like that whole
Right.
genetic chart
It's
of
the
how
same,
something like
it's the
that.
same
your
kind
own
of thing.
grandpa. Okay. I
But
understand the
essentially-
chart now because I need to see an actual chart. Like,
That's
So,
what I'm
so
saying.
basically, he's saying like you would have a set of conjoined twins, and one of the twins, like the twins, would basically be considered a conjoined twins, but they would also be each other's aunts.
that's why he was saying conjoined at the
Hmm.
head. So there's two
Yes.
bodies, but okay.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
I think I drew this family tree pretty well. It's going to be in the
Let's hear it.
Discord. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
I drew a picture. It's good. It's going to be right here in the podcast.
Oh,
In the upper right-hand corner. Huh.
Funny enough, the first thing that you sent was a Hank Hill thing too.
Yep.
Like just before that.
Yeah, it's on our
Is
mind.
that what you sent?
Isn't that Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie?
Yes.
The
it's
family
Plank
tree is a
from
2x4.
Okay, I will actually draw it out.
Yeah, I need to
That's
know. I
That's
need
a
to
great
know.
joke, though, Cyrus. Like, that's something you could say to somebody, and they would just go over their head as an insult. It's like, I bet your family tree's a 2x4.
I'm not. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't see the path. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking about it.
In
I
my
just don't want
head.
to think about it anymore.
Why not?
Why do you think?
But you didn't want to think about it, so how can I know?
Is it
Get
because
out
you're
of my head.
thinking about this Hank Hill thing that I'm looking at? And
It's all about a Hank Hill. Well, Colton draws that out. On a lighter subject, you guys see the Transformers 1 trailer that came out not too long ago?
ooh, does it go back to World War One in the same time period as Battlefield 1?
Technically, yes.
Hmm.
Because it's them on Cybertron before it goes crazy. That's all.
Dude, the next Fallout game should just be the survivors of Cybertron that are just there.
Dude, oh my god, a Transformer Fallout game?
Where you're on the
Holy shit.
you're on the remains of Cybertron.
Hold on.
Dog. That's insane, dude. That'd be crazy. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I'd buy it right now.
How do we
Right,
not
I'm
have a
giving you
Cybertron
money.
movie yet?
Because, I don't know, fucking they're taking forever. But we're finally getting like a prequel
They don't have
where
the-
like it's
I can't draw it out right now. I'm not in the right mind state to do it. But
It's okay.
I saw literally a reel the other day that was that exact situation.
Were they also
I was trying to
watching
figure
King
out
of
the fucking tree. I got that from King of the Hill, man.
the Hill? Yeah.
I've been watching this show. It's fucking good. It's hilarious. I love Peggy.
You
You
love
like
getting
Peggy's
pegged?
pegging?
You want to
No,
know why they call it
Peggy.
Peggy?
Why?
Because of the jokes that were just mentioned. Hey, have you not
No.
seen that meme? There's a meme where it's like Hank just like looking hella worried, laying on the side of the bed, and Peggy's sitting there looking at him. It's like, do you want to know why they call me Peggy, Hank?
Oh no! Oh, you can't do that. That's my unholy area sphincter.
Yeah, it's literally just text that has people call it Texas anime.
No, it's good, man. Like I said, I like Peggy. I like that she's just fucking down for anything with like Bobby and Luann. If like Bobby's like, oh, I'm trying to fucking be a runway model, Luann's like, let's fucking go. Where am I taking you?
It's sad that the actress that played Luann's dead.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah. So
Damn.
like they're re-releasing like they're doing new King of the Hill episodes, and Luann is not going to be in it. They basically wrote her off of the show. They said her and her boyfriend like took off and are living happily ever after.
All right, good.
And then there was also another character whose voice actor died.
Dale.
And it was Dale.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be in the re-release either.
Damn.
Or they're gonna find some
Damn
really
shame.
good imitator. I feel like Dale's very important to
they
the show.
I think they said out of respect for the actor, he will not be in the show.
That'd be tragic. He's very important to King of the Hill, I think.
Fucking sad.
Another like they could have somebody related to him that's just as big of a conspiracy theorist.
That's true. Yeah, it would go by Rusty
In all
Shackelford.
honesty, though, if there was a character that would be the hardest to replace, it would be if they'd have to replace Boomhauer's actor.
I don't tell you
It's
what,
like-
man. Woo!
That man, that flea market out, but on fire, it's out there going, boom, it's on an open and burst of plate, man. People are screaming all that everywhere, man. It's running out in the street, man. I tell you, man.
They have an episode where Hank imitates fucking Boomhauer, and then Boomhauer does Hank. And it's the
Oh
only
my God.
clear line that he has in the entire series.
I need to get to that point.
Absolutely. Show's very good. The last few
What's
seasons
King
are
of the
really
Hill
good.
on Hulu?
Yes.
Yes.
Texas anime.
It really is.
Yeah, I only ever really watched it when I was a kid because my dad really loved that show. And then I tried to start watching it a couple times. In the first 2 episodes, I was like, "Oh yeah, How I Met Your Mother's on there too," and I watched it.
Dude, How I Met Your Mother is a good show. I fucking hate
How I-
Ted though.
Hey, what?
I hate
Hey.
Ted.
The
Yeah.
TV
Well,
show?
why don't you like
'Cause he-
Ted?
Because he causes his own fucking problems every fucking time. Every time. He causes
Well,
his own drama, and it's annoying.
Well, to be fair, every single character in that show did it, but the whole show is him telling his kids the story. You know?
Yeah, and he keeps telling his kids why he's like, oh, I did this, and his kid's like, why the fuck would you do that in the first place?
Why are you telling me?
I was
I'd rather
young.
my kids know how I was a piece of shit before they are a piece of shit. You know? Like,
Well, it's all about the horn. It's blue. I don't know. I didn't like the
All about
last
the
episode.
Benjamins.
yeah, no, the last season
I didn't
of
like
How
the
I Met Your
show.
Mother.
Yeah, you can leave.
It's a very good show.
The whole.
He's left.
Oh my
no.
fucking yeah, really, Colin left. He'll be
That's
back
cool.
soon. Don't worry.
It's okay.
He's a good boy.
It is a good show.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that show's not good, in my opinion. I did not enjoy any of
And
it.
you know what, Colton?
What
I
did- what
respect your opinion.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the show.
Just in general, like none of
Yeah, it just wasn't funny
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
I guess.
it. You just didn't get it. That's fair. That's fair.
I just realized something, lads.
Mhm.
April 23rd, which is tomorrow as of this recording, is the last day Rooster Teeth's going to put out content.
Yep. Yeah, oh man.
It,
That's so sad.
it is an end of an era.
That's fucking crazy,
Did
man.
you
That's
see
a
the
band.
Did you see the latest video that they put up on the Rooster Teeth channel?
Yes! Yes, I did!
What was it called? Because I remember seeing something they just recently put up.
The founders of Rooster Teeth play Halo together one last time.
Yes,
Mhm.
I watched that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
then they couldn't fucking play because it was bugging out already.
it's so
And none of them had their
bittersweet
glasses.
because that's like a video that people wanted to see forever.
Yeah, and
It's
then
like-
there it is at the very end.
It's like when they did their 20th anniversary last year and they like returned all the series that people love watching, like Rage Quit. They did an episode of Versus, I think. Stuff like that.
Do you remember Immersion, Cyrus? Their Immersion series?
I loved Immersion.
Immersion
Yeah.
was awesome, dude.
That's fucking real cool, man.
I'll forever remember them doing does food heal you in real life? And they just get them super fucking hungover and just have them eat a shitload of food at like 2 hours later.
It was literally a bunch of pizza and stuff that has just been sitting out for hours because they were like, okay, at least there's hot food to eat when we're feeling fucked up. And it's like, no, in video games, it's food that you found in a dungeon that's been sitting there for years. So we have cold turkey for you.
Oh my god.
That was such a good video.
That was always my favorite one. It's because the production quality was so bad that it just made it so much better. They're just like, hey, let's just get you drunk and have you eat in a room and be miserable the whole time.
It was a bunch of people got their friends drunk and then they
Mhm.
woke them up in the middle of the night to eat a bunch of almost rotten food for an experiment.
I remember the Fallout one they did, where they had like the
funny.
fucking they had Blaine and I forgot I think what was his name? Oh god, it was not Michael. It was like Miles. There it is. It was Blaine and Miles as the tunnel snakes, and they're like, "What are you guys doing here? This is our spy."
And then they're just like, we should just like fight them, right? Like what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah, and they just shot him. And they fucking-
he shot one of the people, kill the other. And he's just, what are you doing? We give up.
we
But
give
the-
up. Man.
When they got to the dude that Gavin had the radiation poisoning because of the rad roaches.
Oh
He
yeah,
gives-
yeah.
He gives him the rat away and then immediately shoots the guy.
What are you doing? Now we can't talk to them anymore.
The first season of Red versus Blue is fantastic.
Is it goated?
The fight.
All
I
the
didn't see much of
seasons they put on Netflix are awesome because it was the early that.
So,
I saw recently, like just speaking of them retiring and all that. Fucking I don't know if it was them that released it or if it was just a bunch of people posting it. There was a video of them doing that recording for episode 1 of Red versus Blue, and it was just Jeff and Gus sitting on a couch with one mic between them, and they were recording the fucking iconic. Hey, you ever wondered why we're here?
That was their like screen read before they actually did the read for it. That was like their rehearsal.
It was the
Like
rehearsal.
table read.
Yeah, but still, just seeing where they recorded it or like how they prepared for it, you know.
Well, that's similar to us, man. I mean, we're starting to fucking in a someone's dining room table. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna start in your dining room
Yeah.
table.
the Drunker Take
Alright.
podcast, that's us. We're taking that name. I wonder when Rooster Teeth does officially close and they stop posting to their channels, who is gonna like come together and start making content? Like, is Achievement Hunter just gonna magically form again under a different name?
At least it's gonna be Jeff for sure.
Yeah,
He's
Jeff-
up there to keep it going.
Show up.
Yeah.
it'd be funny if Ray just like absorbed some of them and just went, "Hey, let's make content together again." But I'm in charge.
Like, it's like, you guys are out of a job. Do you want to stream with me?
That's what Matt and Jeremy do with him. They stream with him all the time.
Correct.
They play like a Lethal Company or any kind of like 4-player co-op game they do.
They did hint that the Rooster Teeth website will shut down next year. Like, Warner Brothers is going to close it down.
Fuck, man.
But there's a GitHub.
Warner Brothers. They got involved with Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
owns
they got
Rooster
bought
Teeth.
out.
I did not know that they sold out to Warner Bros.
They were bought by Fullscreen back in like 2014, and then when Fullscreen folded, it was sold to Warner Brothers in like 2017, 2018, somewhere around then. And Warner Brothers has
wow.
been overlooking Rooster Teeth for a long time, and Warner Brothers is losing money on everything right now. So obviously they looked at Rooster Teeth, which doesn't make money, and they finally pulled the plug on it.
Yeah. They have a few movies with the Justice League with Ruby. They have like a crossover with Ruby.
Warner Brothers has been doing some fuck shit lately because they completely scrapped the Batgirl movie for a tax write-off.
Oh my god.
Like, it was done. The movie was ready to be released, and they scrapped it so they could be like, "Oh, we lost $100 million on this. Go easy on our taxes. Help."
Go easy on our taxes.
Yeah, and then last year there was a Wile E. Coyote
That just means
movie.
they'll release it in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
the
was-
footage is still there.
The Wile E. Coyote movie last year was pretty much done as well, and they scrapped that too. Like, they just canceled it. So they get all these people together to work on these movies, get it to completion, and then they just don't release it for money reasons. Like, it's better for
So
the
you're
company to
saying
not release
Warner
the movie.
Brothers has just been edging all these little companies?
No.
Warner Brothers is
God
edging
damn
movie
it,
studios.
no.
Brandon is finally getting it.
There's no edging, bro.
Hell no,
God
No,
damn.
they are. They're telling them that they're gonna get the maximum amount of profit, and then they get none of it at the end. That's edging.
They're not edging, they're trimming.
We've done it.
Oh my god. I need to go
Boys.
home.
Yep.
I need to go home.
On that
You're
note,
already home.
on that note,
But on that note,
thanks for joining
it's
us.
been a podcast.
This was the speed round. Make sure you leave a like, smash that like button, subscribe, check out our socials. We just hit 200
Like.
subscribers recently.
Again,
Hell
Again?
yeah.
Yep, I made a post about
Hell
hitting 200
yeah.
subs, and somebody unsubbed immediately after. That was pretty funny.
how many
That's
channels
YouTube
have
for
a
you.
200 subscriber celebration and a 200 subscriber celebration part 2?
I can't wait till we hit 200 again. I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you unsubscribe and then resubscribe in a week, and we'll get that satisfaction all over again.
No, wait.
Check out our beat of the weeks.
That's the business strat. If everyone unsubscribed and then is resubscribed a week later, the channel will go 200 people subscribed in a day.
Oh yeah, our analytics are gonna shoot, dude.
Is that how that works?
All
I don't know
right,
if that's how that
April
works.
April 25th is National Unsubscribe to the Cabros Day, and then
No,
April
it's
26th
not,
is
no.
National Resubscribe Day.
No.
Yes. Consider
Logic
supporting us
makes
on
sense to me.
Patreon. It's only $1.
I'd consider it.
I would
Next
consider
time
it too.
listen to Gen X Joplin.
Make sure you listen to Gen X Joplin in order of Booby Hill's shirt. We'll see you guys at 200 subs.
So you.